Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the Eachine H8C mini quadcopter. It's a quadcopter with a HD camera which is located at the front there. It's very similar in fact to the Eachine H8 mini in shape anyway, but obviously it's bigger. That's the H8C which I reviewed a little while ago. Flying characteristics are very different though, which I'll go through. It comes complete in the box with the quadcopter as you see it there, plus the legs, which aren't supplied fitted, so you do have to fit those yourself. And there's a small hole just there where I suspect a screw goes in, but I've had a hell of a problem trying to get the screw to go in there. It's so fiddly in fact that I've not actually bothered putting the screws in for the time being. I'll go through this in a minute. Also supplied in the package are 2 spare props, 4 removable prop guards. They aren't fitted in the first place, and I won't be fitting these ones, and those are secured by a screw. There is a screw hole in there. It also comes supplied with 2 pinions, which are those 2 there, gear pinions. It's not a direct drive motor, these are geared motors, so it's nice that they supply a couple of spares there. And plenty of screws for the prop guards and what I suspect to be for the legs as well. You get a screwdriver and the USB charge cable. The battery, incidentally, is supplied, and it comes inside the shell in the top like that, which is an unusual way of storing a battery. Plugs into there, and the charging is done from there, so you plug the charger into the charge port underneath the drone, as opposed to charging the battery directly. It does mean, however, if you've got spare batteries, you won't be able to charge those at the same time unless you've got a suitable charger. It also comes with a switch, which is always a good thing, underneath there. Now, the controller as well, sorry, that's the controller, comes complete with it. You've got the speed control there, the flip button there, directional controls, left, right, forward, backwards, thrust, up and down, and your left and right. Trims for directional controls and for the yaw. The bottom button there is for headless mode, and one key return I think is just pulling back on the directional button. But that gives you headless mode, and the photo options are on this button here. Quick click for taking photos, and a 3-second hold for taking video, or for toggling video on and off I should say. That button there is the on-off button for the transmitter. That's not a button, that's just a decoration thing. It takes 4 AA batteries into the battery compartment at the back. The quadcopter itself, nice looking quadcopter, and as I've mentioned already, it's geared motors. Response wise, it's not quite as responsive as the mini, but it really isn't too far behind considering it's a bigger quadcopter and it's carrying a battery as well, not a battery, a camera as well. The camera, which is at the front there, is angled down, I think, quite a lot. It's sort of down at that angle. I've yet to see that in action. I did take it for a quick test flight, but unfortunately my card became corrupted, and I couldn't see what the image quality was like, etc. So we'll find that out on the next test flight. The SD card would go in there, but they don't supply one, which is a real shame. Again, another bit of a whinge of mine, in that if you're supplying a camera drone that needs a SD card, considering you can pick these up, this is a 2 gig card, you can pick those up for pence nowadays. Why they don't supply them, I really don't know. It's a shame, really. That's about it as far as the drone's concerned. I'm going to take it outside for a test flight, I think, because it's nice weather out there. It's not too windy. There's a bit of a breeze coming up now, actually, having looked out the window. But I'll give it a go and see how it performs outside. It's a little bit breezier out here than I'd have liked it to have been for this particular flight, because I don't know how this will perform in the wind, but we'll give it a go in any case. Now to start this quad, very much like the mini version of it, you have to turn the quadcopter on first and then the controller in order to bind it. So let's try that. And there we are, red lights on the front, blue lights on the back. Put that down there. And we're bound. Timer on. And here we go. Now this is in mode 1. Now what I was telling you about the balancing earlier on, I don't know if you can see this. There's a tiny bit of a shimmy. You might not be able to see it. I thought I'd got rid of it when I changed the other prop out, but it's still there again. I don't know if that's going to affect the video, of which I'll start the video now actually. Right, I'm going to change it to second speed, so this is intermediate speed now. Wind does want to try and carry it a little bit, so in fact, it does need trimming. Let's trim this a little bit. In fact, no, I think that's just probably the wind that has taken it. Put it on fast rate, so this is the fast speed now. Yeah, you can see how much of a difference that makes. That's pretty responsive. Now the yaw rate, whoa. Yeah, the breeze wants to try and carry it to the left there, can you see that? Now we'll see how good the camera is. Let's see if we can take it up a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's a bit of a gust there. I don't want to end up losing it. If I had plenty of space it wouldn't be a problem, but in an area as small as this it can be a bit of an issue. If I can keep it still enough to get any reasonable footage, that's the problem. Right, I was close to losing it there. Right, okay, so let's start the camera rolling again. And you see inside there the red light flashing to let you know that the recording is being made. And restart the timer and off we go again. Okay, let's have a look. It needs trimming forward a little bit, I think. It's just wandering back towards me. So at least if we can get some footage from here. Bit of a funnel going there. So yaw rate, which I was trying to show you outside before I got distracted by the wind, not phenomenal, but considering it's a camera quad, you don't want them spinning all around the place, because what you find with these, they're not gimbal damped or anything, and so it can get pretty hectic when you're viewing this kind of a flight through a camera. Now, can you see that shaking? Some sort of shimmy on there, which I suspect is due to balancing of the props. It seems to be on either of these two props. I don't know how that will translate, whether that will give me yellow, which is vibration induced distortion on the video or not. Right, I want to save that video so I don't lose it again accidentally. Start a new video. Take a bit of a closer look, shall we? There we go. Hey! That's me just trying to do something a little bit more adventurous in too small a space. Things like these funnels, etc. Okay, and we've got low battery warning light. Let's see how long it keeps flying. You can see the lights flashing. There we go, and it's just dropped down. And that, if we pause that, 7 minutes 57 seconds, and I guess around half a minute for me mucking around with retrieving it from crashes, etc. So yeah, 7.5 minutes flight time. So all in all, it's a nice stable little flyer. It's had a few crashes, as you saw, and it seems to have coped with them well. That concludes my review and flight demo of the Eachine H8C mini camera quadcopter. I hope that helps you guys. Thanks very much for watching.